Okay, hard drive kicked in. It is April the 30th, but these are only makeup donos from the day before, yesterday. Or no, yesterday, which would be the day before from today, which would be yesterday. Whatever. So we're going to start with Ice Hat is the username here, and the game is called Deadbolt. Oops, was that a little glitch there? Did I see a little glitch? My life is a glitch. So the game is Deadbolt, and the name of the track is Irae? Something of that nature. So let me just do some switching over and get ourselves all rigged up for our video watching experience here. And let's go with our very first track on the makeup dono. Let's go. All right. Oh, it's a Christodolulu. This guy is great. I can't pronounce his last name to save my life, but he's great. A weird sound design back there. Kind of like an abstract grunge dark. I really love it. You know what's intoxicating about this is the kick bass lock on this. Yeah, that's a good theater to mine, 99%. Great technique in switching the MIDI information. We're still staying with the sequence, dun, 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 but reassigning it to different sounds. And the inference of the root note is still there. Bum, 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 that right there. Oh, and that's a nice chord change. I like that. I wonder if he goes back. Nope, he gave us one more. Like a dark drift, almost as if like you just begin to get elevated and you're lost in purgatory. A little bit of a Steve Vai influence on this lead. Hey, turn up, what's up? That's badass. Just a lurking rod. So a nice stereo imaging dynamic here. I like that hi-hat cut. Yeah, you know, I got to agree with you on that, Vex. It does sound like kind of a garage band. You know, I wouldn't know if it's, you know, quite the difference whether it be in Memphis or anywhere else, but, you know, it could be in Seattle as well. But, yeah, it definitely has a late 90s sound when it kicked in. I kind of felt like it was a little more alternative early on. Like, so, well, this is a unique trip on how he's doing it. What this track did for me, and it just locked me into it, was that what I had mentioned earlier, that you know, with the kick that was happening there to get you into that really good groove and that pattern, and that the composer was not hell-bent on oversaturating a lot of arrangements to make this float. Instead, he took some key parts of his arrangement to make secondary hooks, if you would, melodic hooks. And like I said, in that stop little area where I said it seems like he's flipping, or I mentioned, you know, how he's flipping some of the MIDI information and reassigning it either to a live instrument or to another sequence that was happening there. Definitely gave you that kind of like Lost Walk in a smoky, one light lit street that you're heading into the abyss kind of vibe. Like, you know, some kind of post-mortem kind of waddle and meander. But I really like this track. I want to go back and listen to this and actually maybe even play with my guitar against it. This is one of those tracks where I could have a blast playing lead against it just for myself, you know, noodling around like a lot of us musicians do here on YouTube. You listen to a track and you very, you know. Yeah, exactly. It's a full-on noodle session. All right, guys, let's see. That's okay, SB. Lurk as you shall see, SB, as you shall be. The next one is from the Kebab Seller. This is another game, guys, so we're good. We're good on. Why are you getting the same flicker I'm getting here? I hope I'm not getting electric problems. This next one here is going to be League of Legends from the Kebab Seller. Let's see what we got here. This one is called Jhin the Virtuoso. So I'm good at that. Guys, don't forget to, I did only have 3 blocks from yesterday's session on YouTube. I did have to trim out of this session, but you know, that's the chance we get. So don't forget to check out that channel if you're missing anything here, or you want to catch up on the session you missed yesterday. I just uploaded it there. All right, here we go. This is from the Kebab Seller. Let's go. Well, the exact time of this is 4:20 as well. Hint, hint. Nice hybrid blend of EDM style percussion. Nice choral arrangement. I love the dark whole note. There's a dark note that just pulls out. I wish it was actually a little more ballsy and louder. Anybody who knows the game, is this during scene or is this menu or a cutscene music? Oh, it says it on the title. Thank you. Looking out for me, man. Has a little bit of the Halo vibe in there, but I think that's the unfortunate thing that's going to happen every time you hear just choir. In the gaming world, we kind of resonate to the Halo relation. That part right there. To me, when I listen to this, it's like the heaviness of what the choral brings on is kind of like an ominous cloud, and the violin is like the character maybe running through darkness or something and trying to make to the other side. That was so nice. That was very, very chill. And for a menu, or I guess this was a login screen, gives you a little time to kind of like soak in the, without giving away too much up front, gets you into kind of what the vibe is. Now, I'm not League of Legends. I don't know if this is number 1, 2, or 3 or whatever. If this is the first League of Legends that came out, I don't know anything about the gaming history. But it kind of gives you a hint of where the darkness is going to be and how it's going to be portrayed in later scenes, perhaps, like maybe setting a couple of these melodies as a possible leitmotif that might be repeated down the line. Once again, the thing about the choral, when the voices are on solo and stuff like that, especially when there's not a lot of counter arrangements in choral, complete choral arrangements, so where everything is moving, da da da, whoa, da da da, whoa, da da, and each one of those notes that I just sang has a movement in the shape, in a different shape. In those changes, there isn't a lot of what I would call more in-depth counter arrangements that can go in there that would maybe reflect a little more in a more brutal a cappella, take 6 kind of styles. So when that happens, you kind of feel a little Halo-ish in there. But like I said, it does feel like that the choral piece towards the end, as it was getting richer and richer, and the violin part was getting a little more exaggerated, a little more exciting, was just kind of that like sense of like the vocal and the choir, aspect is going to be the darkest and impending doom of what you're about to get into, and you're like the little violin guy who's scooching around as a character going through it. Of course, that is what my brain painted for me, and I have had tendencies to have flashbacks from things that I've done in the 60s, so I don't know. Langaro, yes, I'm stacked for the day. This has got to be a short session, unfortunately, but just a makeup from yesterday. So, but I will be back in full regalia on Sunday. And also, aloha to you from Sweden, one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen on YouTube, and I'd love to go visit one day. There's this really great videos in Sweden and stuff of the trains that are there. I guess they're electric, and you know, you can go all the way up to like beautiful. And I'll sit there, I'll watch that stuff for 2 hours and be just mesmerized by how beautiful it is there. On my dream bucket list of places to visit. Okay, next up is from 99% God. What happened to the other percent? What exactly is that other percent? This is a band called Fail Emotions. And Final Frontier is the name of the track. So 99% God, I believe this might be your very first track here with us. Am I correct? I didn't know. But we're about to find out. Thanks for coming in and hanging out, and thank you for the little dono boost as well. I really do appreciate it. Let's go. Ooh, caught me off guard on the down. I love the sequence. You constantly keep going on this. This is a great blend, a real strong blend of kind of genty, metalishy vibes with EDM. Really good balance on the mix. Yeah, the triples on the kick, SD. Something I want to stop and just take notice of with us here while we're listening to it is that there's this really unique separation in the mix where the snare or the kick, or just let's just say the kit in itself, has got a really dry, tight space in the mix, while everything else is very ambient. Reverbs, synth pads or sequences that are running out, meaning like, and then you have this other synth that's happening on this side here, while the punchiness of the guitar is still happening, but they haven't thrust those guitars up too hot. So it sits in more of a supportive position instead of the primary that you might hear in metalcore and anything like that. But I really like that. That's a very tough balance to get, you know, and not sound like you're, you know, trying to encroach on another, let's say, genre. This is very authentic, very cool. Ba, 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 ba. God, that kick. Oh, that drummer. Killing it. Nice. I love when bands show this other side of them. Love this with the cut time. That's badass. Here you go, guys. Link for this track is in the chat. Here you go. Nice little phase shifter effect there. Nice little key drop there. That's a trip. That was very well done and unexpected. And a fade out. That was a super sick listen, man. I really dug that. I think there is a uniqueness in this mix, though, that makes it really stand out, and the approach that they took. I've never Failing Motions, I guess is the name of the band. This was released, at least on YouTube. It was released 9 years ago. Having the sequence be such a powerful influence in the mix was a very unique choice. And authentically, they were just tearing apart, with their metal hoofs, if you know what I'm talking about. The musicianship and the drumming and the guitar and the bass and everything. I would have loved to have heard a little bit more bottom in the mix. Maybe pushing a little bit of the bass tone and then maybe lifting it a little bit. But that's me. I'm old. Who cares? My ears are probably off. The vocalist had an extraordinary range and details between the darker Crusher side of his voice into the cleaner ones. And I think that was an excellent marriage, if you would, that when the tracks got a little cleaner, a little more EDM-ish, and he had the cleaner voices, and then once the balls of the guitar started to punch in, and his voice would darken up, and that was just really, really, really cool. I'm so glad that anything that we listen here, anybody wants to add to their playlist. That's like what I live for here. I mean, and a cup of coffee, and of course a wheel of cheese and stuff. But when people go, man, God, this is going on the playlist, that to me makes my day. So I'm stoked that you guys were wanting to hear about that. Excuse me. Chaotic Old Boar. I've posted everything on the VOD channel. If you missed anything from the other day, is up on the YouTube VOD channel. I did get a series of blocks, though, that I had to pull. So I'm not too sure if yours made it or not. If you want to fire me the name of the track, and I'll see in a little bit whether or not it got blocked and I had to pull it from the video. So, Cookie Joe, how are you, buddy? Good to see you here, and happy belated birthday. Well, thank you very much. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Cookie Joe. Everybody, belated birthday for Cookie Joe, please. Let's show some community ooh-ah and say happy birthday. Oh, you know what? Turnip is actually going to look up for you, Chaotic Old Boar, and see which one it was. And say, oh, Thunderstruck got blocked. Sorry. That got blocked. I had to pull it. I'm so sorry. But I do have the original file, so I'm going to probably snip it out and put it on that Odyssey channel that AA has built. So I still have it, though. I just have to find a way to get it to you. All right, guys, next up from Senor Rui. Oh, there goes that glitch again. Man, what's going on? There's a little flickety, glitchity. So Senor Rui wants from a movie. This is some Hans Zimmer. Uh-oh, this is Doom, guys. So let's go ahead and hit this. And let's see which one it is. The name of this track is Arrival. Wow, why in the hell is my stuff glitching so much here? This is pissing me off. Imagine the hero becoming the anti-hero after the surrenders his mortality for foreseen future of genocide. Billions will die to win this war. A colossal sandworm breaching behind him. Your mothers warned you about coming. Fear the moment. So that's what the song's about. In a world. Let's do this, guys. Sorry. Key of Quado. I like that. It's almost like an ungodly bowing across some kind of non-instrument to get that like way double Dutch fudge, double bass vibe. What was really super unique about this, Senori, is the fact that one of the things that I think people forget about composers, thank you very much, Senori, is that you every now and then a composer has to pull a Mick Gordon, or in this case, Hans Zimmer, is when you have to be a composer, you want to create the music, but you have to go outside of the box of what is in your palette or on your salad bar of sounds and make your own. You know, find unique ways to play instruments in different ways to get unique tones, you know, and get a melody out of it or some kind of tone out of it. So it's a combo of, you know, both. I'm going to put both Mick Gordon and Hans Zimmer in the same conversation here because both of them were incredibly genius in taking, whether it's a chainsaw or whatever, and making it and fashioning a percussive element out of using sound design that could be hammer hitting, I don't know, broken wood, and it shatters and rattles and stuff. And then if they put that in, they might assign like a low drone to it. So every time it happens, it's a completely unique sound, which in the sense, I'm going to say something here that might not fly well with a lot of people. But I'm going to say that's what makes these composers incredibly unique, is that the compositions may not be musically outstanding. And what I mean is that's just the geek composer kind of talk for, oh, all these sums could be going out, and big depart, you know, sections could be doing this, could be doing this. There's a certain kind of magic in what it is that Zimmer, Mick Gordon type of composers are able to do that's completely different, without having to go so extremely out there with multi-layered arrangements and so many different, you know, sections talking back and forth to each other, be it orchestral or drums and stuff like that, that they go out there and say, well, this is not good enough for me. I want to come up with something new. I want to come up with something really unique. I want to come up with something that I can blend. You know, it's a hybrid of what people will recognize as music, because even in this piece that we just heard with Zimmer, that really weird, dark, sounded like he's bowing, I don't know, he could be bowing like a cable or something. I have no idea, but that with the sound, he still had like a very low vocal drone somewhere behind that, but he created that. You know, and that's powerful, you know. You know, that's, you know, I know composers will come at me for that probably or not. I don't know. The world of composing right now is in such a disarray right now because of AI and some new things that are coming out. A matter of fact, I'm going to be podcasting with somebody in about 2 weeks about this. And it's a composer's thing. You guys would be bored. You guys wouldn't want to hear that. But it's going deep. It's decomposing. That's right. Decomposing. Anyhow, that was my little spiel. That was Dune Part 2, The Arrival. Hans Zimmer, I guess Water Tower. I don't know what that one meant. I'm sorry, Vex. My bad. Yeah, if I do that podcast, I'll let you know. I don't know if it'll be on his channel or my channel, but we're going to go deep, and I'm going to say some things I'm sure are going to piss off some composers, but it's where we're at, man. It's where we're at. And not piss off, but maybe break hearts. Not piss off. I'm not out to hurt anybody. You guys know me and how I am. But it's just kind of a rude awakening of the changes that are happening, and it's dark and it's hard and it's heartbreaking too for a lot of young composers who've been studying for the last 10 years to become what they want to become, and it's, you know, the replacement factor is already in gear. It's happening right now. You know, so I'm not crying, you are. Okay, here we go. This next one is from Crossface Buffalo. This is a band. Oh wait, I got to pause for a second for text. Stand by. You know me, guys. I got to check with family. Okay, I got to mute the mic for a second. Sorry, guys, because I hate texting and I only do talk to text. Just in case there was any lip readers. Okay, so stand by. Here we go. Crossface Buffalo Wing. This one is Carbon Based is the name. It's an electronic band. MOS 6581. Carbon Based Lifeforms is a Swedish electronic music duo formed in 96. All right. Oh, I love when you guys give me this information because then I can back it up. All right, guys, here we go. Crossface Buffalo Wing. Let's go. All right. Love the ambient pad on this already. It's kind of offsetting in the sense that that pad really puts you in a zone, but the creepiness of like Seed of Chuckiness with those little, you know. Love that sequence with that delay. I had to turn around for a second. I thought those sirens were like by my house. Very trance seductive. Aloha, Aman. Nice little unfiltered sweep analog synth edition right here. Volume filtering of that more thicker analog sounds really cool as well. This sounds really nice. A little bit of a delay overload in my headsets, but who cares what I think? It's still great. I'm just... It is. It's a brain tickler, Cookie Joe. It is kind of Jeepsy. Turnip, you know me well. Hey, Ridiculous, what's up? So I like how they brought back that pad just now. Logically, in production, you'd be pulling back those looped sequence stuff and give us a nice little settle here, and that's what they're doing.
The race course is 30 kilometers. Such powers are attributed to the winning horse. Spectators power to the sun to the winning horse.
It did have that Blade Runner thing, though. You're right, Pancake Man. But composition-wise, this totally is right up my alley. I just haven't done something like this for quite a while. Maybe I could be motivated to try one. Maybe I'll write one like this on one of our streams live. That would be fun. I don't think I could have said it any better, Brexter. I love this. The way that they're ending with this pad is a lot like, you know, letting the emotional air out of a soulful journey. How, you know, that was a really nice glide and build up to all these little arpeggiations and sequence that had these delays. Then they layered it just a little. It's just my opinion. It's not a poke in the ice like Three Stooges, boink, for the composer. Just when they stacked the delays a little bit there, I felt like I was slightly a little overwhelmed, a little bit of competitiveness with the delays going on with the two different sequences or arpeggiations. But it definitely, what I think one of my favorite things was that drum loop that they programmed. That was intoxicating, you know. So that was smoking. Senorita, thank you so much, Brad. That was a great listen. Okay, I got something else coming up here. This is from Aaron Found 357. This is a band called We Used to Cut. Wait, let me make sure I get this right. Hi, Jeeps, first time donating. Well, first of all, hello. There you are. There is Aaron Not Found. Let's say hi to Aaron Not Found. This is the first time he's doing a dono and hanging out with us. So thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you for the dono. And now we do your song. So it's a two-parter. It's kind of prog jazz track. So it sounds like this is going to be very interesting. So let me go ahead and process this. Okay, let's do this. And let's all welcome Aaron Not Found to the crew. Oh, wait a second. I've been waiting for this text. I got you all pumped up. No, that's not it. All right, here we go. All right.
Okay, I'll sit too.
And now, before giving you the details of the battle, I bring you a warning.
Love that bass.
Every one of you listening to my voice, tell the world, tell this to everybody wherever they are. Watch the skies, everywhere. Keep looking. Keep watching the sky.
God, I like that. Love the engineering on this. The placements of the sax. Sorry guys, I'm getting kind of jazzy stank face here. Doodle-doo.
Superior in every way, if we can only communicate with it.
Nice beefy delay on this. I like the stereo imaging play on the guitar work. Ah, look at the alien. He's cooking. That's nice. That's a nice little kind of pseudo sweep. Wow, who's this guitar player? something. Guys, the link for this video is right now in the chat. Kind of less Claypoolish with the bass. This is definitely lawn mowing jazz, SB. Or are you cutting buds? I don't know. I like the theremin kind of vibe.
That's nearly right, Mr. Scott. This carrot, as you call it, has constructed an aircraft capable of flying some millions of miles through space.
Love this part. What's going on here? This is a nice shift up. Hey, wait a minute. It sounds like Star Trek stuff. This is so unique. Oh God, I love this there. This is badass.
Yeah, one thing led to another, and I
Oh my God, I don't care.
Super slick and trick piece of music here. This was such a great listen. And the video was just as quirky as the music, but the musicianship on this was as tight as you could possibly get, but yet loosely structured in the sense it was everything about it was so human, everything was so feel it, you know what I'm saying? The engineering of the horns was fantastic. That guitar player was insane. This is just another one of those things that sometimes I get a little heartbroken on how much great music there's out there, and just so much of it. It's so hard to break through what I would consider the more, I don't know, I shouldn't say it, so I'm not going to say it, but just the glassiness and the thinness of a lot of more pop contemporary production that just makes it across. And I get it, it's a bigger audience, but this was, I think too, a track like this would cross over in the metalcore or heavier metal genre, not because of how it sounds, but I think because of the appreciation that a lot of maybe the last 20 years of metalcore and advanced metal and new metal and math metal, there's an appreciation for syncopation, meter shifts, all kinds of stuff like that, that this may not be as dark and gnarly as you know, Meshuggah or anything of that nature, but just by the nature of the shifts of temp, like I said, meter and all kinds of syncopation, it would cross over. I think it would track. You know, hell, who knows? I might cut this and drop it on the Decomposer Lounge for kicks to see. You know, a lot of times I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised when I'll sit there and go, well, I'm going to take a risk because my Decomposer channel, YouTube channel, is dying like mad right now. As far as YouTube's algorithm feeding through, it's gone. It's almost pretty much toast. I have people, somebody just dropped in here and said, miss you, man. I haven't seen any kind of, notifications for you in months. I'm going, yeah, I've been putting out a video every 2 or 3 days. YouTube's just not pumping it. You know, I guess it's just trying to get you to watch different things and to buy into different things and whatever. I don't know. I've given up on that whole thing. But sometimes I'll take a track like this and pop it up there, and you know, the people going, bro, this is insane. You know, even from some of my more heavy metal fans, you know, so. Anyhow, listen, guys, I'm done. Let me stop my hard drive. This was a shorty. I told you it was a shorty.